Welcome to June 10th. Alphas KR at 30%. They're taking the lead. It's a horse race. They've been, oh, look at SLB really fell back. It was up there matching head to head at 37% a couple of days ago. And then it took the lead yesterday at 29. Now it's fallen back and KR is taken over at 30. So there is the lineup. Okay, this is KR's report. It came down and we do have a dip low here. Now this dip low will not trigger unless we get in the next 30 days. So we got into this trade on June 1st. So July 1st, the end of day, we will then go to the lower dippers if we're not out of the trade by the end of this month, which is approximately 20 days away. So that would be the report there. Unless, of course, it's able to climb and get to the 70%, or get the other 70 to get RI 100. Let's review the exit rules here. So we already are at EP. We're at 37.25 here. So in case we have a fallback here, then we'll anticipate a 5 to 15% loss. Going in the other direction, in the up direction, we are target at 41.30, or we get to RI 100. And if it continues RI 100 before the third ratio, and then we go to last bar low at 150. And have I seen 150 before the third ratio? I have had a few trades in the past where it has happened. So let me pause you for a minute while I clear my throat, please. Apologies. Okay, so moving on. Then if we like I said, we get to July 1st and we're not out of the trade, then we're going to go to dipper lows and just get out. If we get past 60 days, we'll reach August 1st. Then we will go last bar low and get out. This trade is good till October. If it was running one of our new theories that's in the laboratory right now called DTE, date to expiration, we would then wait till October. But this is not. This is Stochastic Strategy, and these are the Elvis shift rules for June of 2021. All right, so that takes care of pretty much of KR. Going on now to SLB. And SLB, it's got itself a pretty good, decent pullback. But remember, we did clear the gantry. So our stop is here at 33.39. Same rules apply. Remember, all this is to the alpha account for Stochastic Strategy. And we're here at 33.39. And then our third ratio stop is way up here, not that far up. They're at 40.56, and we closed today at 34.94. So we are approximately $5 and $5.50 out, and we can do an ATR. We call up. We'll go with the close. The close was the third ratio is 40.50, 40.56 minus the close. The close is 34.94, 34.94. For a difference of 562, the ATR is 117. Divide that by 1.17, and we are 5 days out. So if out of the perfect world, if this reverses, because it gets some running room, it's got some buffer. We had a dip low here. This is probably another dip low here, and then you have all this. You do have a lot of support right in here where this was just shot straight up. So 5 days from now, on a perfect world, we would be hitting our third ratio. But it's not a perfect world. We'll just wait it out and see what the market does. Go on. Okay. Capri is hovering around the minus 16. So let's go look at Capri because it is in negative territory, and we have to learn how to handle negative territory. That becomes very important. Let's see if I go zoomy, and 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Okay, so for Capri, it is still stuck in its position right there of the first ratio. So we are not moving that stop. And you can see that we are now running at 16% right there. So this could anticipate a 30% loss right in here at 51.90. So can it turn around? Sure, anything can happen. We are in summer months, and business tends to slow down as people go out and have fun. And we already have one contract in play on that. So that pretty much concludes the report there. Let's go on to the scanners, see what the scanners have to say. So we have the scanners downtrend for the alphas. Let's go ahead and run it. And it didn't get anything. Let's go ahead and load up the scanner for the uptrend. And alpha again and run it. And nothing. Now, let's find out if anything, was there anything available in the open market. And the reason I do this is because if you pick up on using my trading strategy, you're not going to be using a lost leaders list. Lost leaders is my vanity thing, not yours. So you'll be going to the open market, such as my daughter. Also, too, lost leaders tend to take a longer amount of time in evaluating and setting up trades. So the result would be is to save time and be efficient traders. You would do essentially open all optionable, and of course you would send your own parameters. I'm going to use alpha parameters to get a real wide net, and now we're going to run the uptrend and see if there's any uptrending in the open market. And you can see it takes a while. Now, why it may be taking too long? Let's go ahead and stretch this out, and you'll see why. We are going through 5,000 stocks from 1 to 400 that have options. 5,000, 200,000 shares or greater. Today's trade, 333.45. The scanner came up with 34. 34 candidates right here. Now, it's sorted. Now, in using the scanner, good point. How to use the scanner? Well, there are traders who like low price. So you could use the scanner to find penny stocks. So you can go here and sort it to the last. And another good point too, when do you use penny stocks and not the option? Remember, options have time decay. So you have to go through the whole process of qualifying the option and then picking a delay time. A penny stock doesn't have time decay. That's why there are stock traders out there who prefer penny stocks. I have one trader who has buku bucks, and he doesn't care much for options because he feels there's too much work. He likes his penny stocks. He researches penny stocks and gets. So with the scanner, you're right there with $2.99. What would qualify for a penny stock? These guys in here, depending upon your budget, anything under $10. Right in here, under $10 would be. Now the rules for penny stocks is it all depends on who you talk to. Penny stocks, the trader that I mentioned earlier, his idea of a penny stock is anything less than $2. Cameron Ross is anything over $5. And then there are traders who say anything under $10 is considered a penny stock. Most of the professional traders would look at that. And then remember, I told you about the portfolio managers. They'll start looking at a stock seriously when it breaks $5, and then they get more serious when it breaks the $10 mark. Between 5 and 10, that's when they start looking to see how it's doing. So you can see that's one way of doing it. The scanner is just running it by last price. The other is, which is my grandson's favorite, is volume. Volume, he's a weatherman, and volume is like looking like the weather. First, you got where pressure, high pressure, clear skies, low pressure, storms. And then he goes and looks at the charts, and then he makes a determination of what's going to get in. So you can see right here, you have a lot of good choices from this. Now, in closing, this is for demonstration purposes only. This is to show that the scanner will produce a tremendous amount of opportunity, and it'll be depending upon your current personal criteria and budget of what trade you're going to get into and how you're going to set up and get into your trade. That's all the scanner does. It says, excuse me, these are meeting the indicator in opportunity. Now you have to go to the next step of qualifying it and then getting into the trade with your trade exit and your stop exit and your target. Well, we're out of time, and I thank you very much for stopping in to Losers Become Winners. Today we had a drop in the Stochastic at 21.9 against 13 on the SPY. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.